The Predator franchise has continued with at least one new movie every decade or so, but most fans would probably agree that the original 1987 film starring everyone's favorite Austrian Arnold Schwarzenegger is far and away the strongest installment. Predator 2 and Predators were decent enough, but the two Alien vs Predator films were more akin to cheap fanservice instead of proper filmmaking. Not to mention, 2018's The Predator was considered a bit of a misfire by both fans and critics, with the messy plot making the film feel like it was trying to be a superhero movie instead of a horror action flick like the original. Regardless of their varying quality, it seems that it would be fair to say that no subsequent film has been able to capture the suspense and entertainment value of the original. Collider video of the day. Original could be the key word that the series needs to hear, and it looks like a breath of fresh air is finally gracing the franchise in the form of the cleverly titled Prey. The upcoming film is billed as a prequel that takes long before the events of the first film, telling the story of the very first member of the predator species to visit Earth. Though the project has been shrouded in secrecy per director Dan Trachtenberg's wishes, slowly and surely information about the film has been making its way into the news, so here's everything we know about Prey. Editor's note: this piece was last updated on June 26 to add the latest trailer. Watch the Prey trailer. We got our first glimpse into the unique world of Prey in May 2022. Essentially, all the quick 40-second teaser shows is a young Native American woman fleeing from a forest, before encountering a fellow Comanche who has her take cover. The two gaze into the empty woods before that iconic three-dotted reticle appears on one of their heads. Afterward, the trailer teases a tense confrontation between main character Naru and an invisible Yautja. And that's it. The full-length trailer for the movie was released in June 2022 and features a lot more details, including a look at the predator. When and where is Prey releasing? The first hunt officially begins on August 5, 2022, and will be the first feature film in the franchise's history to be released exclusively on streaming. Even though Disney is now the Predator franchise's new parent, the human skinning and skull removing are probably a bit much for the family-friendly Disney+. So instead, Prey will be making its home on Disney and Fox's more adult-oriented service, Hulu. Will Prey be released in theaters? As of now, there are no plans to release Prey in theaters. Even though 20th Century Studios is behind the film's production, Prey has been officially labeled as a Hulu original. That means that the film will be released exclusively on the Hulu platform, making a theatrical release highly unlikely. What is Prey about and when is it set? Prey takes the Predator IP and transports it to an entirely new time period, 300 years in the past, in fact, long before the events of the original film. More specifically, the film takes place in pre-colonial America, following a young Comanche hunter named Naru as she tracks down a mysterious threat that is endangering her people. Little does Naru know that threat is an extremely intelligent and technologically advanced extraterrestrial being called Yautja, better known to the masses as a predator, that hunts the galaxy's most dangerous creatures for sport. This also has been confirmed by producer John Davis as the first time the iconic species has made planet Earth their personal hunting ground, roughly 3 centuries before one such predator tangled with a ragtag group of soldiers in Central America. Who is making Prey? Despite a recent dispute between the writers of the original Predator film and 20th Century's new parent company, Walt Disney, the studio formerly known as Fox is still the production giant behind Prey, and yes, the idea that Mickey Mouse now owns Predator will never stop being weird. As mentioned above, in the director's chair sits Dan Trachtenberg, best known for his work on the critically acclaimed thriller 10 Cloverfield Lane. The hit surprise sequel was a feature directorial debut that put Trachtenberg's name on the map as a filmmaker to watch closely, and even though he has since worked on major television projects including Black Mirror and The Boys, Prey will mark his first feature film in 6 years. Trachtenberg was also quoted as saying that he was very sad that what we had in store for how you could discover this movie will no longer happen after the film's plot got leaked. This probably is alluding to a unique marketing campaign similar to what 10 Cloverfield Lane had, and while it's a shame that the surprise had to be spoiled, the director being involved is still enough to get excited. Outside of the directing chair, the movie's crew includes Patrick Casone as the screenwriter, having previously scribed for Wayward Pines and Jack Ryan. The council of producers consists of John Davis, The Predator, Marty P. Ewing, It, John Fox, Game Night, Lawrence Gordon, Predator, Jane Myers, Monsters of God, and Mark Toberoff, Fantasy Island. The impressive crew is rounded out by cinematographer Jeff Cutter, 10 Cloverfield Lane, editor Claudia Costello, Creed, and production designer Carol Lindstrom, Den of Thieves. Who is in the cast of Prey? Leading the cast in the lead role of Naru is Amber Midthunder, best known for her work as Carrie Loudermilk in Legion. Joining her in the seemingly small cast are Dane DeLegro, Stephanie Mathias, Stormy Kipp, and Dakota Beavers. Fans may notice that most of the cast is of Native American descent, which was most likely a decision made to bring as much authenticity to the setting as possible and portray its Comanche characters accurately. The trailer description credits producer Jane Myers as the main reason for the appropriately cast roles, as she herself is a member of the Comanche Nation. Obviously, the film's portrayal of the real-life culture won't truly be tested until it is finally released, but so far all the signs are pointing in the right direction, and the movie will hopefully introduce beloved characters from a community that deserves far more representation in the world of film. Incidentally, Prey is going to be the first feature-length film ever to stream with Comanche subtitles. Where and how to watch the previous Predator movies. Even though Prey is a prequel and will likely not require prior knowledge of the other films, some may still want to revisit the franchise's previous installments or discover them for the first time. If you are one of those people, here are the best ways to view the 6 previous films. This includes the non-canon Alien vs. Predator films because, regardless of how silly they may be, the union of the two sci-fi icons is just too big to miss. Predator, 1987, available to stream on Hulu. Predator 2, 1990, available to stream on Hulu. Alien vs. Predator, 2004, available to stream on Hulu. Alien vs. Predator, Requiem, 2007, available to stream on Hulu. Predators, 2010, available to stream on Hulu. The Predator, 2018, available to stream on FX Now.